Hey everyone, welcome back and what is today? Tuesday. Happy Vanderpump Rules and the Valley. So, I have a lot of stuff that I want to discuss with you guys, and that's exactly what we plan on doing on this fine Tuesday afternoon. So, we're going to get into the Raquel of it all. Plus, Ariana is chiming into the conversation. I don't know if you guys saw the iHeart Awards. So awkward. Katie Maloney went with Dana Cathan, which they have their podcast on Nick Viles podcast. And I think that it's a great podcast, disrespectfully. But they went to the same event as Raquel. So that's fucking awkward. Before we jump in, go ahead, do all the YouTubey things, smash the like button, show some love, and let's jump right in. Boom.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
I don't even know where to start because I'm so excited about all of the shenanigans, no pun intended. I always say that. Adam, get some new material, you little. Okay. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Raquel Levis opened up about how she's been helping fans on her podcast while attending an award show on Monday night. Now, months after quitting her role on Vanderpump Rules following her scandalous affair with Tom Sandoval, Raquel said that she's been empowered by her podcast, as she also shared her thoughts on returning to reality television, revealed that she's nearly a year sober, and explained how she's taking care of her mental health after undergoing a months-long treatment plan last year. She said, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy doing a podcast because it's not really my thing, but I'm actually enjoying it so much. I feel like it's given me my power back. And I just feel empowering doing it. Or empowered doing it. So it's been great. It feels like there's a healing aspect of it, just like sharing what I've learned about myself through this journey and this experience. And hopefully helping other people who have been through abusive relationships, toxic friend groups that can relate to what I'm talking about. Now, although Raquel faced a world of backlash after her secret affair with Sandoval, who obviously was with Ariana Madix at the time, was exposed, this was literally now officially a year ago, a year and a month. She said that 1 year later, the dust has settled. I've gotten a lot of DMs, people apologizing for bashing me and saying, now listening to your podcast, I've learned more about the situation and I was too quick to judge. And I just want to send you some love and encouragement. So that's been really nice. When she was then asked about a possible return to TV, Raquel said that she'd never consider if it is anything like Vanderpump Rules. I think there is a way we could create ethical reality TV. And I think if we keep working towards that and seeing what that might look like, maybe in the future I will. So after walking away from her role on Vanderpump Rules last summer, as the cast began filming season 11, Raquel said she unfollowed most Bravo related pages on social media, except a few that are more biased to her side. I like to know that my voice is being heard. On my Explore page, it's all Bravo, but I like to keep the people that I follow just kind of a good mental positive affirmation so that when I leave Instagram, I'm like, okay, I feel good. Well, that must be nice. Also, during the interview, Raquel said that she's been staying active as she continues to focus on her mental health. She said, I've been diving right into hot yoga. I do hot yoga twice a week. I'm doing Pilates, hiking, staying really active so that my mind doesn't go spinning and I'm not scrolling on Instagram or anything. And then creating a good community. I'm almost a year sober. I'll be a year sober on Wednesday. So it's a huge accomplishment. And I'm really proud of how far that I've come. Which also, though, I do want to add that is nothing to sleep on. That is a huge deal, being a year sober. And listen, I know everybody hated her for a second, or maybe they still do, and Tom Sandoval and all of the other shit, but it has been a year. The dust should be settled by now. This cannot be something that people keep talking about where they're like, you are labeled with the scar. Like, it's like you would think that Raquel was Monica Lewinsky. I kind of feel like it went that big. It was wild. So, yes, she deserves to have her life back. She deserves to have peace and be at peace. And if she's sober, then that's just the cherry on top. Speaking of the awkward shit, though, this is what I was talking about. Thank you to the Bravo investigator. Katie Maloney and Rachel Levis are both at iHeart Radio Awards. Okay. Yep. Well, that was them. Both at the iHeart Awards. Awkward. I mean, right? I don't think I'm making this up. Anyways, I'm also going to share a few other clips with you and kind of dissect what you guys think. But first, I want you to hear Rachel for yourself.
Public felt a certain way about you at some point, probably last summer. Have you had people in your DMs or in your emails or whatever who've heard your podcast and said, "Oh no, I understand from your perspective now"?
Yes, I have gotten a lot of DMs, people apologizing for kind of like bashing me and saying like, I now listening to your podcast, I've learned more about the situation and I was too quick to judge and I just want to send you some love and encouragement. So that's been really nice.
Aside from your podcast, what do you do to take care of your mental health?
So I've been diving right into hot yoga, and I do hot yoga like twice a week. I'm doing Pilates, hiking, just staying really active so that my mind doesn't go spinning and I'm not like scrolling on Instagram or anything. And then creating a good community. I am almost a year sober. I'll be a year sober on Wednesday. So it's a huge accomplishment.
That is a huge
and
accomplishment.
yeah, I'm just really proud of how far I've come.
How do you avoid scrolling on Instagram, scrolling through the internet when at least now, like your past friend group, the past show is like airing and so much of it kind of comes up as news?
Yeah, so I've unfollowed all of the Bravo sites except for a select few that are a little bit more biased towards my side because I like to, you know, like at least know that my voice is being heard. And on the Explore page, it's like all Bravo, but I like to keep it the people that I follow just kind of like a good like mental positive affirmations so that when I leave Instagram, I'm like, okay, I feel good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, she feels good. And as long as she feels good, then we feel good for her. I mean, at this point, especially when she's saying, I'm trying to stay positive, like you can't kick somebody at that point. You know, I know that Brock Davies went on and called her manager, who he calls her PR, Juliet, a see you next Tuesday, which he did delete it. I don't agree with calling a woman a see you next Tuesday, but then I listened to her on Rachel's podcast, and I'm like, she does sound foolish in her delivery with, I don't believe that this happened this way or this way or this way, because like phones aren't just unlocked. And it's like, no, that's actually not even an accurate. A phone can be unlocked and fall out of somebody's pocket, especially if they don't have it automatically just locking. And I guess she's saying because Tom Sandoval is a reality TV star that you would think that he would have it just locked. Or maybe, and she's saying that she didn't just have intuition. Maybe she was drinking and she's like, you know what? Let me check it. You don't know. That's why, Juliet, I think, yeah, kind of jumped ahead of yourself a little bit. But speaking of all of this, I wanted to bring up another clip. And this clip is of Ariana Madix. Here we go. Ariana Madix does not think her boyfriend, Daniel, will return to Vanderpump Rules after season 11.
I'm into the fray.
Well, it's definitely something that he's not very excited about. But he did it for me as a favor. I think that it would have been very difficult to just like, I couldn't have pretended like he wasn't a part of my life last summer. So, and that's what we do, you know, we live our lives and we show that. And so he was a very good sport. He kind of did me that little favor. But he's definitely not going to be on it very much. So
yeah, no, he was like, you know, I'm kind of, did he want to not do it again after that?
No, I don't think he'll be back. No.
I mean, honestly, at this point, who knows who will be back? Whether Vanderpump Rules will be back or not, or if it'll just be the Valley. I have so many questions to which I need so many answers, but most of all, what did you think about Raquel and this potential run-in with Katie Maloney, and also all of the things that she had to say while doing press? Pop off in the comment section, smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you next time.